Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am a color junkie. In today's video, as you would have guessed, and as the title would have told you, we'll be looking at all my completed pages for the month of May 2025. Before we go into our look through, I want to have a look at what it is I've accomplished for the month of May. Now, I did promise that I would do flip through Fridays, and of course that is a showcase of the books that I currently own that I have not colored in as yet. So I did that for the last 3 Fridays. I wanted to do a throwback Thursday where I would look at the illustrations I would have colored when I started my coloring journey. So that would have been illustrations from 2024. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to doing that. This month was a little hectic because I got stung by a wasp, had an allergic reaction to that, and I got a sore throat, which was leading up to a flu, and yeah. So I was down for a few days, and then of course, work also would have gone in the way. And with that said, I wanted to complete 8 illustrations this month, which would have been 1 extra illustration, and I only did 6. Yeah, and I'm sure based on the display you all can guess which book got left behind. Yeah, and I apologize for it. That's the Dark Fairy Tales, but of course we'll get to that this month. And by the way, this month is my birth month, so I'm definitely gonna be doing a Dark Fairy Tales illustration. I haven't decided which one yet, or if I'm gonna continue with the one I had planned to do for me. And I did promise you that I would complete an illustration from an extra book. So I did 5 books. Yeah, so I colored out of 5 books this month. So yay, tiki there, I'm happy for that. And I wanted to start using more of the different brand pencils I own. And I also wanted to use more of the media that I have here. I'm not certain what the art world is comfortable with, if it's media or mediums, but y'all can correct me. Yeah, so let us get started. I don't want to bore you to death, so we're gonna start with this first book, Girl Moments. As you know, I'm still on my marker journey. I'm still practicing. Yeah, and I did a flip through of this book probably 2 weeks ago. All right, so yeah, here is my Girl Moments. So this is my first illustration from Girl Moments, and I use Ohuhu markers, and I use some acrylic paint pens here and here as well. Did patterns. I learned this from the How to Draw Patterns book from Coco. And yeah, that's basically it. But in case you're not able to see the pattern on her dress, because I went for a knitted look, yeah, you can see that. I like what I did with my sunset back here, not bad at all. And even the wall, I mean, it's not as fancy as I would have wanted it, but it's not bad. And the paper here, and even here. Yeah, so I'm okay with this. I just have an issue here. I tried doing the marble effect here, and boy oh boy, I tried doing it from memory, which I shouldn't have. I was just too lazy to go back to the tutorial. Yeah, and of course when I realized it wasn't looking the way I thought it should look, I went back to the tutorial and realized what I did wrong. Yeah, so I learned my lesson there. Okay, now the second book I colored from is Maria Troll's Universe, and I did this illustration with my Star Joy pencils, and I must tell you, they're not bad at all. No, they're not bad, they're okay. They are okay. Of course, I don't think they blend as easily as my Prismacolor pencils, but these are workable, and the finished product is not It's not bad. The end result is not bad at all. Just that I guess I'm just heavy-handed anyway, because if you look at the, I don't know if you can see the impression here, but oh my goodness. Ugh. Terrible. Yeah. But I used my Star Joy pencils only for this illustration. And of course, I'm not going by any particular order. I am just going by the size of the books. And of course, I put this one in the middle. So I gave you two pleasant illustrations initially, and then we come to this one. So for those of you who are not into gore, I would suggest you turn away, or you can skip to the next book. All right, so this is the next illustration. It's actually two illustrations, because remember this was a double page. Oh boy, hold on, I'm just trying to fix this. All right, so I'm removing that, and of course I'm gonna remove this one. All right, so with these two illustrations, I actually use glitter gel pens for the background, along with soft pastels to give it this little dusty purple shading. And of course, when it comes down to coloring people, you're not going to be using my Prismacolor pencils. So Prismacolor pencils for everything else. Yeah. Now I'm really pleased with what he looks like. He looks scary, and I like that. The hair is okay. I really like how his eyes turned out. The color choice, I did this color choice specifically because I didn't want it to look too scary. Yeah. And then on the left hand side, wow. I don't know if you can tell, but I had no idea what I was doing here. But you know, I tried a thing. So of course you can see that I use my white gel pens here, and also in this jar here I use my white gel pens to draw the bubbles. And I use glitter gel pens now for the border of the jar, or the canister. It's not a canister, it would be a jar. So I don't know if you're seeing that reflection. And I don't know if you're seeing the reflection with the background. Yeah, alright. What I may have to do is turn on the light so you can have a better look at what the background looks like, because I'm particularly proud of what the background looks like. It's very pretty when you get to see the shimmer from the gel pens. So just give me a moment. Alright, so I'm back, guys, and I'm trying to show you the shimmer from the glitter gel pens. It's really, really pretty. Once I get it right, yeah, it's very, very pretty. But I don't know if you're able to see it. And I'm just realizing now, as I try to show you the shimmer from the background, that I had a couple hiccups with this, particularly here. This is probably where I first started outlining the pattern, and I wasn't sure exactly what to do, and I started coloring, and oh boy, just went haywire. And then I said, no, let me just try and outline or follow the lines that were there, and just create and stick with the same pattern that's there. But yeah, I hope I'm not doing too much on this, but I'm hoping that you see that shimmer effect that I wanted to show you. All right, so lights out. All right, so that's it from Beauty of Horror by Alan Roberts. And let us move on to Mythographic Mythical Beasts, and this is actually the first illustration I have colored from any mythographic book. All right, one of the things that I'm not too pleased with mythographic books is that the details, you know, I don't have a problem with details, just that it's so fine. All right, so yeah, I did this, and I used Prismacolor pencils only, along with my white jelly roll pen. And I'm thinking if there's anything else I used. No, that is it. That is it. Yeah, so I like how this turned out. Better than I anticipated, so I am pleased with that. Of course, I had some issues in terms of my color choices. I had to erase and redo, but eventually, you know, it came out fine. Oh, guess what I forgot? I forgot that I also used my glitter gel pens here. So there's a glitter here on her face. Let me get the lights on again so you can see that. Alrighty, so let us see if we can pick up that shimmer from the glitter gel pens. Boy, I don't think I'm doing such a good job of picking up the shimmer, right? But what I wanted to point out outside of that is that anything that was beneath the water, you'd notice that there was a darker color for the same item that is hanging below the water. Oh, I forgot, I also used acrylic gel pen here. I didn't want the black line, so I just went over it with the acrylic gel pen. Unfortunately, I think I only have 12 acrylic gel pens, so I couldn't find the exact color to match the water here. Yeah, but I am okay with it. I wanted to add the soft pastels to give it a more misty feel. I tried it, I didn't like how it turned out, and by the time I was done trying to disperse the soft pastels, all of it rubbed off on my finger. So I just left it as is. Yeah, but yeah, so this is what I did with this mythographic page. I hope you like it. I like it. It's fine. I like the colors. What I'm concerned about is that I don't know if the background here is overpowering the ladies and what's happening under the water. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, outside of that, I do like it, and this is a good first attempt for a mythographic illustration. All right, will I be doing more? Not certain, but let us see. And then, of course, last but not least is Magical Midnight Forest, and with this I used black widow pencils for her skin tone, and then I went over her complexion with the Tuscan Red from Prismacolor. And yeah, this is what she looks like. Funny enough, when I started this initially, she was supposed to be a lighter complexion, and I was not getting the tone correctly, so I decided to go to correct it by adding a darker color, which really doesn't work. So I ended up having to erase everything, and then because I liked how the darker tone turned out on her, just continued with the darker colors. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. So I used black widow pencils here mostly for the complexion, and I went over her skin in certain areas with the Tuscan Red from the Prismacolor, and outside of this and this, everything else is done with Prismacolor pencils. Yeah. So that is it for the month of May. You can share in the comments below your thoughts, which is your favorite, and if you want to see more from Mythographic or any other book that you would have seen in this look through. And I must apologize for not including a Kirby Rosanes, especially from Dark Fairy Tales. I'm gonna try and do that for the month of June. I have not decided what pages I'll color for June, but once I do, I will definitely share that with you. Alrighty, so thank you for watching, and yeah, Thanks. I appreciate it.